Why, hello everybody, I'm Kyle from Unboxed Life Autos, and today we are going to be taking a close look at the 2020 Lexus RX 450HL. Now, obviously, the RX is an incredibly popular vehicle from the Lexus brand and has been for nearly a decade. It remains to be a very utilitarian-focused vehicle that offers nice styling points, efficient dynamics, and lots of space on the interior for families. Also, it's one of the most reliable vehicles ever made, according to many different sources, including Consumer Reports. Now, this right here is the hybrid version, of course, signaturing that in the name with the H. There's also a naturally aspirated version as well. A couple of different styling points that we have that separate itself from the normally aspirated version would be the Lexus logo. So on there we have a blue tint to it on the front and rear logos of the vehicle. We also have the hybrid badging, of course, as you can see there on the rear door panel in the side down there. Another thing that I really do appreciate about this vehicle in general is the excellent visibility that it provides to the drivers when on the interior, and that is thanks to these low-cut windows. There's actually a really large windshield as well. The rear window cuts deep into the rear hatch, giving you excellent visibility, which is also great for safety. You want to see everything that's around you. In accompaniment to that, we also have some great camera systems on the interior, and once we get to that, we'll definitely give you guys a close look at all the tech and stuff on the interior. Then coming around to the back here, you can see that we have these rear taillights. They're LED naturally, and they have this unique L design to them right here. So looks really nice. There's tri-LEDs here in this lamp, and then we went with an L here, and then 3 different versions of straight lines there. And then again, you can see here on the Lexus logo, we have the blue tinge to it, and that is signifying the hybrid. Of course, there's the H here and L here, which means that it is the larger one. So we actually have a third row for extra space, for extra hauling the kiddos around when you need to do that. And the seats are also foldable, so there's electronic foldable here. You just hold the button down and they'll can fold flat into the floor, which is great for cargo and space needs like that. Well, let's go ahead and check out the interior and see what Lexus is doing inside. Now, the interior of the RX is much like the exterior in that it is a very stylish place to spend time and also very calming. The hybrid version is an incredibly calming vehicle to drive as it is so quiet. Now, another thing that I do want to mention is that the hybrid version offers 516 miles of total range. It's about 28 miles to the gallon combined. We're looking at about 31 to 32 on the highway, about 26 to 27.5 in the city, of course, depending on your driving habits. And those are some excellent numbers, especially from this full-size SUV like we have here today. Total system horsepower output is about 316, and the model that we're driving here today starts at about $50,000. Now, again, talking about the interior design, I really do appreciate the unique layout here. Again, as you guys can see, as I was talking about the spaciousness and the great visibility this car offers, there's a lot of space here which opens up into a very large windshield. As you can see, it's very large and very open. Gives you a very airy feeling, which is something I appreciate. And I feel like buyers of this vehicle, families looking to go on road trips, they will definitely appreciate that. Now, coming along to the center stack here, we have a 12.3-inch display, and it's running the latest version of the Lexus infotainment system, which has updated the maps a little bit to make them look newer, which I do appreciate. It is controlled via a touchpad and buttons down here, as you can cycle between different functions on the screen, and then you touch the pad like you would a mouse. Now, this system's okay. I feel like it would be better suited to be a touch screen or some other type of system. It's just not super fast to respond and can be a little bit finicky sometimes. But all things considered, it's not terrible, but there are other brands out there which have better systems. As you can see here, we can head to the media info right here. You can go to the audio, various functions, of course, Bluetooth, And then also the screen's so large, we can also throw up some other information over here, like music, energy monitor, and climate settings. Coming into the center, of course, we have all of our climate control buttons. We have auto, we can do recirc auto, outside circulation, everything right there. And then, of course, we have some media buttons here as well if you want to choose that. We have the optional Mark Levinson sound system on this model. It sounds very good. I've always loved the Mark Levinson brand, and it is always a premium package on the Lexus vehicles. Always sounds fantastic. If you're an audio person, love listening to music, I'd highly recommend it. Talking about the interior a little bit more, I do love the color of these seats. It's this nice cream color, and it's combined with this unique wood trim on the interior here, which has lines through it. Sort of looks like a pinstriped suit at a certain point. Looks very unique, and I think it fits well with the different color combinations that they went with on the interior. And moving along here to the driver's section, we have the steering wheel. And since this is the hybrid version, this is the luxury-focused version. There's also an F Sport version of the RX line, and that features a full leather steering wheel. But I feel like the RX model is best suited in the hybrid version with definitely a luxury-focused appeal. And that is, we have this lovely wood steering wheel. I absolutely think this is very nice to hold on to. Again, love the wood trim, feels really nice on the hands, and fits this vehicle's personality very well. We also have, of course, our center stack here. We have our gauges, and interestingly enough, when we switch into sport mode, it actually turns from our, hybrid power display into a sport mode with gauges that display RPM, which is pretty unique. The system itself, though, is a little bit dated. As you can see, we don't have any big screens over here. It is controlled all here by this pad right here. It looks okay, but again, there are many manufacturers which are offering newer and later technology when it comes to center displays. We also have heated steering wheel, various camera functions, heads-up display, which I do appreciate. That is something that a lot of manufacturers don't offer, are heads-up displays that it is here in the RX, which is always a nice feature to have. Of course, we have all of our modern luxury and safety conveniences: heated steering wheel, cooled seats, heated seats, lane departure warning, distance-guided cruise control, all of the things that you would come to know in a luxury vehicle. And again, this starts at about $50,000, and with options, you're looking at about $65,000 fully loaded. Well, that's all we have for you guys today. I hope that you've enjoyed our review on the 2020 Lexus RX 450 HL.